Welcome back to my honest trading journey. I'm Jochen, 57 years old, and I'm starting my second career as a day trader. This is my journey to becoming a profitable day trader, and let's do the recap for this week. In the last recap I said that I wanted to get excited by sticking to the process and not watch the P&L too much. Well, spoiler alarm, it worked, at least to 80-90%, and I'm pretty happy with the results. As you can see, I had 3 green days and 1 red day this week. But even on the red day, I walked away after my third trade. I should have done this last week also, better one small red day than blowing the accounts. Tuesday and Thursday was 1 trade each and I was done. And Friday was difficult for me. Got a little bit too hectic entering and exiting the trades, but at least I closed the platform after 3 trades. And I was in the money. This could have been a day where I blow my accounts if I continue to trade. I realized how nervous I was on Friday because I did not want to screw it up after some good days. As a little reminder, these are the rules that I gave myself and that I want to stick to. Having 3 trades maximum per day, no trade in the first 50 minutes of New York Open. After each trade, have at least 10-minute break to reset my mind, not to be hectic, not to be in FOMO, leave the desk, calm down. If I see or feel that I have 2 emotional trades in a row, I need to stop. If I have 15 points or more, then stop for the day. If I have 2 losses in a row, stop for the day. Trade maximum 1.5 hours and then, call it a day. And on the funded accounts, just 1 contract on NQ. That's more than enough. And as you can see on my little journal, where I document if I stick to my daily rules, I can say that only on Friday I was not following my rules. I didn't take the 10-minute break because I felt a little bit nervous, of course, but I also saw that I had a good follow-up set up after a trade. So, but other than that, I followed my daily rules, even on the Monday where I was in a red P&L, but nevertheless, I walked away after 3 days, so 3 trades. So, I'm pretty happy with that. But hey, I took a little step in the right direction, and I'm proud of it. Now, let me show you some trades that I took this week. So here's the trade on Monday. You can see the developing value area. I thought we are rejecting value area high, but I went in too early. By the way, that's an eval account, that's why it has 2 contracts. So I should have placed the limit sell order here, would have been much easier. So, but then we rejected. Yeah, this is where I should have entered. Rejected, and there I could have stepped out of the date with full at least 15 points or so. So I wanted the value area low as a target, but then I got too nervous and stepped out a little bit above the point of control. And then the second trade, same idea, but I was looking for a breakout. So I was hoping that we are breaking out and targeting that area high. But again, I was a little bit too early because I didn't really wait it for the closing, then down and a rejection. So at the end of the day, it went against me. The point of control was up here, so we are more or less chopping around that, and I got stopped out. Now, 1 winner entered or exited too early, 1 loss, and then the final one I said, okay, now we might reject down going short, but again, this is what actually my my breakout should have been. So I was on the wrong side actually. Instead of going short, it rejected perfectly from the value area high of the session. So I was on the wrong side. I should have waited, have a buy limit order down here, and that at the end of the day could have been a very nice trade, but in that case it was just a loss. So yeah, I was thinking, I remember I was thinking, should I leave, should I exit the trade there? Again, we rejected, and I should have closed the trade. I somehow knew I was on the wrong side. So also, it developed a nice value node. I got my stop loss a little bit down because I didn't want to have too much of a loss. Now on the Tuesday, was a little bit later in the game, I pointed out to myself that there's a value area of interest with a high volume node. The previous week level here, and I thought, okay, we might reject that value area low and then going down to that area of interest as a magnet actually. Perfectly, you can see value area. So again, I might have been a little bit too hectic. I should have waited, placed the limit order here and entered exactly here. But this is what I need to learn. Having limit orders and then waiting to get filled. So it was a little bit of a battle here in me, because I thought, don't hit my stop loss. But then I saw that nice reaction, that reverse hammer here, and I thought, okay, that's a good sign. But entering here would have been really nice because almost no drawdown. So, and I was just waiting. I was playing a little bit around with the take profit. And then done. That was perfect. As you can see here, it was really, really nice. Could have been, almost to the tick here, right? My area of interest. It would have been a good long, by the way, also, but I couldn't wait. Thursday, I think that was Thursday, yeah. I'm doing that because I want to see, the variation. I thought, okay, that's a nice rejection from value area high. Going long. Targeting that area over here. Oh, come on. And then I took it there because I had enough actually. So I couldn't wait because also that trend area there. So, but it was okay for me. I had enough. In hindsight, I could have waited much longer, huh? Because it would have been a great long, but it was okay for me. 15 points, I was fine. So last but not least, the Friday with the 3 trades. I took a screenshot here. The first one, again, I was going short, but again, I was, too hectic, not patient enough, so I got stopped out there. Second trade that I took was in the right direction. I was going short, but then I was too nervous. I thought, take the money, at least 8-9 points. Again, it could have been a much better, really nice short. And then I remember that I was a little bit angry. I said, that was the right move. So that's why I entered directly again and took my 15-point move here. And then I realized, okay, I'm in the money. I didn't follow my 10-minute break rule. I was getting emotional and I really didn't want to screw up the week. So I decided, you know what, that's it for me for Friday. Nice end. So these were my trades, and this is a snapshot of my account dashboard from NinjaTrader. As you can see, I have 3 funded accounts, which are the golden ones here. So one ETF and one Apex, 2 Apex, and 7 evals. And I'm getting closer to the eval, passing the evals, getting funded, but I want to take it slow. So no big risk. I'm sizing them with the 2 contracts and all the funded accounts with 1 contract. So I recovered my Apex accounts that were below 50k. Now slowly grinding them up, and the same with the funded accounts. So let's see what the future brings. That was my wrap up for week 12. I made a step in the right direction, and I hope I can repeat this going forward. So my objective for the next week and the week after is to keep it up and continue with sticking to my rules, and to work on my entry, not chasing it, but waiting to get filled. It's still a long way to go, but well, I'm not in the hurry. In trading, slower is faster, I heard, and I just have to internalize this. I'm not sure how much I can trade next week, as I have other things on my plate, but let's see. If you found value in this transparent look at my 2026 trading journey, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Thanks for being part of this journey. See you in the next video. Until then, stay strong. My name is Jochen, and this is my second career.